Hey everybody, Tuff here. Quickly, I just want to show off a tuffpad update. I haven't shown tuffpad stuff in a little while, mostly because I've been working on the conversion from Teensy to Raspberry Pi Pico, which is done. This is a Pico tuffpad, and I've sent out a few of them already. So that's well underway. If you're interested, all that code's up on GitHub. Today is some hardware changes, and it's a new side module. So historically, I've built these full-size controller sticks. They look like that. They are that large. They are comfortable. I've used this extensively for over a year at this point. But now I'm doing these little Joycons, mostly because of GuliKit making these Hall effect sticks. So these are magnetic. There's no carbon film resistor potentiometers in there to wear out and drift over time. These won't drift because it's just magnets that never touch their sensors. It's pretty cool. My hang up to that point, I had been thinking about doing a Joy-Con mod or Joy-Con version, but it's always been these little zero insertion force ribbon cables. I don't like messing with them. You can't solder to them. You need a breakout board, and it was never worth me designing a PCB for the breakout board and finding components until now. Now that we have the Hall effect sticks, it's worth it, and I've done it. So this is just a standard Joy-Con that I did the initial design off of, and this is actually one of the Hall effect ones. But this full-size one and this one, they're interchangeable. The circuitry and the connectors are the same, so they're dropping. So anyone who's got a tuffpad right now and wants one of these can just buy a module as opposed to a whole new pad, and it'll just plug right in and work. So besides the fact that we don't have to worry about drift, some of the main differences, and in my mind benefits, after using this for a while, it's definitely a benefit in my mind, is that it's just so much smaller. So this has the capability, because it's so much thinner and shorter, it's closer to the ground, to tuck into this space much better. So when you put your hand down, your ergonomics wise, people's thumbs just want to fall straight down, and this feels very natural. Like I don't have to yank my thumb out to accommodate the height of this, which you kind of have to do. Now I use these nipple hats here, so this can be pushed as opposed to your thumb resting on top, so it's a little bit more ergonomic. But still, this is a much bigger thing, and some people may still prefer this. I'm still going to be building these if someone wants this, but I think the preference from going forward is going to be these little Joy-Cons. For one, how comfortable they are, and two, the throw is much shorter. So for those people who are playing competitive shooters, your ability to go back and forth or side to side much quicker is easier, because the throw on the stick is much shorter, and it's still analog, so you don't have the benefits of analog. But anyways, size difference. Let's see if we can do some size comparisons. So this is just so much thinner. You can see that's a poor comparison. So much shorter. Oh, another big thing. I almost forgot about this. This is what I get for not scripting these videos. These are way easier to replace. I did design this to be easily replaceable, because these full-size sticks, they'll drift too. Like your controller and PlayStation sticks drift. This is the same stick module. It'll drift. My combat to that, my mitigation, was to make this easy to replace. So you just pop these 3 screws out, you pull this stick head off, and you solder a new stick directly to the PCB. You don't have, there's not this incredibly complicated controller disassembly that you need to do, like compared to like replacing the stick on a PlayStation controller or something. So this is pretty easy. It does require soldering. This is no soldering. There's a screw here. There's a screw there. This lid comes off and exposes the stick. It's screwed down with 2 screws. You know, 1 screw, and then the other screw's right there. 2 screws. It sits in there like this. And then this ribbon cable connects to a breakout board that's right in this area, and it's got a little flip lid. So you could take a tiny screwdriver or your fingernail carefully and just flip it up, pull the stick body out, pop a new one in, cable, flip down, this goes back on. There's no soldering, there's no glue, there's only 2 little M2 screws. It's much easier to replace these. So even if you don't want a Hall effect version, we can do a regular Joy-Con that will drift on you over time, probably. Not all of them do, but a lot of them do. And, you know, if you just want to plan on replacing your Joy-Con once a year, once every 2 years, it's easy to do. Anyways, that's that. I just wanted to show this new update off. It comes with a few other things, like I've extended the length of the opening on this rail here, so you can see the original version. It extends down into this kind of hook area, this elbow area. This one does not. And I made this so that I could facilitate this guy really tucking into this space, into this cubby, and it does. And also here I've added a spacer and taken the feet off. So the bottom of this has these feet, and this spacer can bring this rail down so that everything's flush with the feet, so that it's still stable on the table, but it allows the modules to sit, whatever the thickness of these feet are, sit that much farther down closer to the desk. So overall, just big ergonomic improvements. I'm still making these. If anyone prefers this, I'm sure some people will. These aren't going away, but just when you order a tuffpad, now you'll just get to choose if you want one of these or you want one of these, and the only price increase is if you want the Hall effect version. So, because they are more expensive. These little 2-packs, they come in 2 packs from GuliKit. These are the only people who make these right now that I'm aware of. They're quite a bit more expensive than just like even like a 4-pack of regular Joy-Cons. But I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I don't need to ramble on anymore. I'll cut this a whole 2 minutes shorter than I normally do. We're 8 minutes instead of 10 minutes. So let me know what you think. I think this is a worthwhile upgrade. I definitely have been enjoying the comfort improvements. But it's just, if nothing else, it's just an option. So if you've got any feedback on anything, cosmetics, design, let me know. I still consider this to be a group designed device. I've gotten so much feedback from people that have gone into improving this that I don't think that I can in good faith say that it's completely my designs, even though I'm the one in the CAD software doing the work. All y'all's feedback has really helped evolve this. So if you see this and you have suggestions for how this could be improved, let me know. Anyways, I'll stop rambling. Thanks. Bye.